I, I played video games and I had video games, but I didn't really play much because I grew up with one TV and one video game. And when someone's watching TV, you didn't really get an opportunity to play games. And yeah, and having one game after you beat Super Mario for like the 50th time, it gets really boring. But in college, my friends introduced me to a game called World of Warcraft, and it completely changed my life. And that's where I saw that video games are just more than just keeping myself entertained when I ran out of things to do. And that's where I really became a gamer, playing World of Warcraft. I play games because it's just really fun to play. But yes, there's a lot of the times nowadays when I do play games, um, it's so that I can kind of stress relief in some way, because the games nowadays are so um, there's so much going on. There's so much content. It's so well designed that you get kind of immersed and lost in the gaming world, and playing for an hour or 2 hour, you kind of zone out into that world of playing the video game, and so focused on it that you forget about the work stress and you forget about real life in some way, and kind of give your brain a little bit of a rest, um, at least for me, and it does really help deal with my stress time to time. I do play with other people. Mostly it's my friends. Uh, we go back to many years of playing World of Warcraft, and we kind of moved on from it because we just don't have the time to play that anymore together. But I do still play with those friends, um, and when I played World of Warcraft, it did really draw me into that game because of the social aspect. Because I have friends, all over the country, and it was that game that allowed us to stay in contact, play games together, and it just kind of felt like we were doing something together, even though they're all far away, and it always kept us in conversation. Um, and there are times that I like to play games that are just solo player, but most of the times it is fun to play games with your friends, um, even though they're not right next to each other. Playing with them, being on the phone with them, or through the internet, you're able to talk to them and chat with them. It's fun, and it just feels like you're out playing with them, even though they're so far away. Right now, I'm playing a game called Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. It's an iPhone game, um, and it's free, so it's amazing. And the game is well developed, so that's what I'm kind of hooked on right now. And it's on my phone, so I can just play whenever I want, and I don't have to like come home, get on my computer, and play. I can just play anywhere on my phone. My friends that play WoW basically called me up and said, "Hey, we found a new game. We need to play." So that's how I got into this game. And on top of that, um, now we haven't talked in a couple of years, but because of this game, now we're always talking again and chatting and about the game, um, and in between we'll talk about our lives and what's going on. So it's two things: is the game is great, and second, it keeps us back, got me back in contact with my friends, um, and we're now chatting all the time about the game and about our lives, and so that's kind of cool. The game makes me feel great, and the reason why I keep coming back to this game is because you got to level, you got to get the gear, and you got to destroy everything. And also, it's just like I said, playing this game, me and my friends, we love talking about games, and we're able to just have a conversation all the time about games. And it's just a hobby and interest of mine, so it's fun. I'm excited about the future of gaming. There's so much that has come uh, so far till now since I started playing Oregon Trail on an Apple computer. I know I'm dating myself, but um, till now, I mean, the games are so well developed. Everybody's doing this open world concept where the game is never ending and there's new content coming out all the time, and you can't run out of things to do in the game. And also, they're bringing out the virtual reality technology where um, where you're able to be inside the game. And I believe probably about 10 years or even 15 years, we'll be able to probably stand inside a game and interact with virtual reality and content that you can just create out of someone's mind. And I'm very excited, and I think it's going to be great.